During the last financial year, 25-26, One Stop Center under Mission Shakti, Department of Social Welfare, catered to 311 cases. Type of cases included domestic violence, cybercrime, sexual assault, POXO cases, missing cases, and other women in distress situation. I'm aware that many of the cases received at One Stop Center are handled with close coordination with police department and DLSA in the districts. There is a good coordination in most of the districts. However, given the nature of critical cases we are receiving related to violence against women and children, our coordination needs to be further strengthened. I would like to reiterate the directive from the ministry as per the guidelines issued by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, Government of India. One-stop centers are mandated to work in close coordination and convergence with other initiatives like District Legal Services Authority and Anti-Human Trafficking Units, Women Help Desk under police. Today's training program is an opportunity to strengthen our knowledge and skills. More importantly, it is a good platform to strengthen our convergence mechanism between police, legal services authority, and social welfare department. Let us continue to collectively work together to ensure that victims who approaches us are given due justice and integrated services without any delay.
The Nagaland State Commission for Women, we envisions a society where every woman can live a life entirely free from fear, coercion, and violence. But a commissions alone cannot achieve this. We are the policy anchors. The commissions, we are the policy anchors, but the functionaries who are here today, you are the vibrant frost on the crown that transform these policies into lived realities. Once again, it is a profound honor and a distinct privilege to stand before you all at this crucial training program. This collective initiative, seamlessly organized by the National Commission for Women in close collaboration with the Nagaland State Commission for Women and the Mission Shakti under the Social Welfare Department. It is not merely a routine calendar event, but it is a vital institutional response to the one of the most pressing social legal responsibilities of our time. And as I look across this room, I see the entire spectrum of our state's protective framework. We have the law enforcement machinery, the legal aid apparatus, the administrative policymakers, and the immediate frontline responders all are gathered under one roof. Our presence and the functionaries, all your presence here today, signifies a shared unwavering commitment to a singular, non-negotiable call that is ensuring the dignity, safety, and the fundamental rights of every woman and child in Nagaland. Every day, women face vulnerabilities that test their resolves, their safety, and dignity. And when a woman in distress seeks help, she does not see boundaries between government departments. She simply looks for safety, justice, and a hand to hold. But historically, a major hurdle in handling gender based violence has been institutional isolation. A survivor would approach the police only to be told to seek a legal remedy somewhere else. She would go to a hospital for a medical aid when her injuries might be treated without addressing her immediate safety. And she would visit a legal aid clinic while still lacking physical shelter or psychological counseling. This fragmented approach inflicts secondary trauma on an already vulnerable individuals. We cannot expect a victim of trauma to navigate a complex bureaucratic maze just to feel safe. So this is precisely why the government of India launched Mission Shakti, an integrating sub-scheme like the One Stop Center and the Women Helpline. The ultimate goal is a seamless ecosystem of care. And today's convergence and collaboration program means that the moment a woman walks into an one stop center or a police station, an invisible, highly efficient web of support is activated immediately. That is why our presence here as a collective force is so critical. And today we have these three pillars represented in this room form the obsolete front line of our defense. Our one-stop Sakhi One Stop Centres, who are the immediate sanctuary providing shelter, counseling, and medical aid. Our police force, who stands as the guardian of law, order, and swift enforcement, and our district legal service authority that breach the cap to free, unyielding legal aid. If any one of these pillars operates in isolation, our responses fractures. If a survivor is shuffled from one office to another without coordination, we fail her, we fail the victim. So, this training is our tool to eliminate all these gaps, and we are here to ensure that from today, from the moment a survivor steps into Sakhi Center to the moment law enforcement steps into her rescue, to the day she receives legal justice, her journey is continuous, dignified, and trauma informed. As a functionaries, the District Legal Service Authority, One Stop Center, and the police, your roles are not merely administrative, but you are the custodian of hope.
um, as mandated by the National Commission for Women, the Nagaland State Commission for Women today, in collaboration with Mission Shakti, the Department of Social Welfare, have successfully organized this much needed training program for the key functionaries and frontline workers handling issues of gender based violence. This program is significant. Why? Because this has brought together our Sakhi One Stop Center, our police department, and the Nagaland Legal Service Association. We feel that this strategic convergence of the three important pillars can establish a seamless institutional mechanism that ensures protection and empowerment of women affected by violence. So, during this joint deliberation today, I hope key challenges faced on the ground is addressed effectively. I would also like to highlight briefly about the activities of Mission Shakti centers under the Department of Social Welfare Department established in the state. Mission Shakti is a dedicated mission for safety, security, and empowerment of women. It is supported by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, Government of India. We have our Women Helpline 181 and Child Helpline 1098. These are Women and Child Development Control Rooms, and it's set up in the state capital, and it is integrated with all the district centers. Our Sakhi One Stop Centers are set up in all the 17 districts of the state. We also have Shakti Sadan. This is a long-term relief and rehabilitation shelter home for women in distress. We have our district hub for empowerment of women as project management units for Mission Shakti at the district level in all the 17 districts. We are responsible for creating awareness under Beti Bachao, Beti Badhao scheme. To all the officials present here today from different departments, and thing. We would appreciate if we work closely with the district administration and the district program officer and the social welfare department to create mass awareness in the community. Lastly, let us renew our commitment to give our best of service through coordinated action, because ultimately effective coordination and regular communication is what we need among the departments in achieving our goal. Best wishes for the technical session, and like Madam Director was saying, it is never too late to learn. Thank you.
I'll just give you an example. At various times in Nagaland, so since I have been handling this partly since 2015, at various times there have been calls saying that Mahila Battalion to তাইখান তো দিগদার বেশি আছে তোখান তো বাইন্ড আপ করে দিলে বি কিনে গাও huh? We understand their problems. There are physiological problems, health problems. They will get pregnant. They will have children, maybe once, twice, thrice, maybe some of them 4 times. They can't manage their families, maybe 5 times or more also. Okay. So it's a different issue. But what do? You cannot have a situation where you don't have women in police. I think Nagaland police currently level of women in Nagaland police will be probably less than 10%. Probably less than 10%. I'm saying it maybe just 7-8%, in the sense during 2016 or something that I remember, I think, again, I'm not going by politics, if I can just connect with incident. I think during Mr. T.R. Zeliang's tenure when he was chief minister, that time Nagaland government decided that 33% of women in DFs, or the posts of 33% in DF will be reserved for women. Okay. So the idea is not to reserve only. The idea is that they are less than that number and you need to bring up that number. So, and this is DF. If you look at it, if you say 33%, I don't think Nagaland police in the DFs, the women will be maybe 5, 6, 7%. When I say it is 10%, it is because of the Mahila Battalion, where almost the entire strength is women. Okay, we need to increase this number. We need to drastically increase this number. So I've been grateful to my colleagues in the PHQ, ADG LO, ADG Adam, IG administration, all the IGs. I think about 2 years ago when we proposed for recruitment for ASIs and sub-inspectors to the NSSB and NPSC, we proposed 50% of posts for women. We propose 50%, and it's not that I'm doing a favor, because I am doing it because I need more women in police. I need more sub-inspectors and ASIs in police, because most of my DFs and most of my police stations are keep crying that Maiki Khan nai, Maiki Khan laga problem hole, Maiki Khan nai, Maiki Khan. Hosa ase problem ase. So we need to increase that number. But how do we increase this? Now this time, the last recruitment also, we had around 110 odd posts for women. It is, if you look at it, out of 1200, it is just 110, 120, it is just 10%, it is still not 33%. But the catch is that 33% has to be from the DF. Okay, so it will not be 33%. But if you look at it, why this problem is there, as I keep saying always, that Nagaland police has always been armed police centric. The focus has never been on the investigation and the DF. So the number has never been in 33% range. Secondly, since we have been armed police centric, our skills in investigation and our infrastructure for investigation in Nagaland police is, to use a very lenient word, poor. Okay, it's not up to the mark, it is poor. Yes, there are officers who do a good job, but say things like forensics, medical legal things, prosecution for women, number of investigating officers, number of other police station staff like constabulary and all, it's not there, because Nagaland police is just catching up on the investigation thing. Okay, so there is a need. We are trying to make some course corrections. It will take some time. Unless the mindset changes, it will not change even in police. Hopefully, we are on the right track. We should be able to change in the police. But as I said and as I started, that uh, I'm happy that more crimes are being reported. Okay, people might feel that type of crime bishi like kore hole bhi itu na hoy re. I don't like crimes, but it is that crimes are just taking place and not getting reported. I am happy that they are getting reported to us. If they are getting reported to us, it means the public is becoming more law abiding, and they are also having greater trust on the police and the government and the other elements of the system, whether it is Mission Shakti or Sakhi One Stop Centres or state government or say even the magistrates and all. So it's a very good thing to happen. I don't think it's a bad thing to happen. It's a very good thing to happen. The more the people report crime, the better it is. The better keep we get to understand the nuances of how the system works. The better we come to know what are the problems which exist. I'll give you a couple of examples. Again, don't take me otherwise. These are just examples which almost all of us know. I'm just picking up on certain things which I think need to improve. Now, this last case, Dimapur case. Correct me if I'm wrong, but my information is that the school reported to the One Stop Center. Pardon? Child welfare. Okay. So an intermediary. Okay. So the child welfare committee intervened, spoke to the child, takes her to the police station, and said, "Apne han so moto FIR koribi." Apila is an advocate here. I can recognize her. There may be others, but Apila I know. They take her to the police station and say, "So moto FIR koribi." What is the meaning of so moto? That I have come to know about it myself. I have not come to know about it myself. The Child Welfare Committee has come to know about it. Okay. So the Child Welfare Committee or say Sakhi One Stop Center, by extrapolation, if it is for a say woman or some woman, okay, why don't you make an FIR? We will help you to make an FIR in the police station if you want. You know, one is the legal process. The second is if someone is making an FIR on behalf of someone, he stands as a witness. The case also becomes stronger in that case. Please understand these nuances. I don't know why this was done. Again, no aspersions on anyone. I don't know why this was done. That they were hesitant to register the FIR. With the one-stop centers also, please don't hesitate to register FIRs. You are only strengthening the case if you are convinced that it is there. Okay, you become witnesses because you have heard it and you have known it much before the police has known it. And if you think that you are hesitating because you will have to go to the court, and most of the people in the say child welfare committees or the one stop center, mostly it will be women, okay, then you are only harming your own ilk, your own community. আপনি খানি তাই খান লাগা হিন্দিতে word use করে না পরোয়া না করে. Okay, look at it this way. Just because you think that you will have to go to the police will call you for an investigation or for a statement, or then you'll have to go to depose before the magistrate. You think you should not allow justice to happen. Okay, please tell me if there is anyone from here who thinks that Amma Khan, we don't go to the police because of this reason. Please tell me. We will try to put a system in place that the problem is sorted out. Now, with the new criminal laws, with the new Bharatiya Nyaya Suraksha Samhita, you don't even have to go to the police for further giving statements. Just go once. After that, if the policeman has to take a statement, he can take it on a video call also. He can record it on a Google Gemini or a Google Chat or something. Gmeet or whatever, WebEx or something. They can record it's a part of evidence. So if you think that police khan ke jaile to digdar ase tai khan ke hoday mati bol tai khan hoday mati bola ke. Even for the trials this has been brought in place now. Even the statements before the magistrates can be recorded through video conferencing. To kile bhoy na. Why are we trying to cut our own feet and arms by not going to the police? Go to the police, record your statements. I will assure you, if you want me to issue instructions as DGP, I will issue instructions. One stop center, child welfare committees, and anyone. Once maybe they have to go further statements if they have to be recorded, please record it on audio-visual means. You can easily do it through a WhatsApp chat or something. It just has to be authentic. Okay, so please, if there is an issue, let us know. If there is not an issue, please go and give your statements. Please coordinate, please cooperate with the police and with the law enforcement agencies. Another role which is very important, the preventive aspects. I think a lot of crimes against women and children can actually be prevented. There are telltale signs of abuses. There are telltale signs of domestic violence or misbehavior. Not violence. Violence is an extreme thing, you call it, but telltale times of abuse in the family. Not just sexual abuse. Na? Though, I mean, again, I have also become richer in experience by having served not just in Nagaland, where I've learned a lot, but also abroad. When I was abroad, I learned that children don't raise their hands against, parents don't raise their hands against children. Taikhan laga pitai na kore. How many families in Nagaland will not be doing it? A lot of families will be doing it. Okay, so when you are punishing a child by beating him, the child learns this habit. Is it not true? It legitimizes the same thing in his mind. Ami to mar khaise, ami bhi kore bol lage, ami bhi pare. It's very difficult. No, for me also. Let me admit, about say till about 17, 18 years ago, I also probably might have raised my hand with my daughters once or twice. Okay, but after that I realized this is not good. So you stop it. Because if I am doing it, my children will learn the same thing. They will implement the same thing with their own children because they have learned the same lesson from me. So these are things where sort of prevention and good habits can get inculcated in the society. I know that there are government directions that children cannot be physically abused in the schools, beaten up in the schools or caned in the schools. But I think it must be still happening. It must be still happening. So my point is not that the school is wrong. My point is that you are teaching something wrong to the child, that this is normal. Okay, you are teaching the child something which is wrong, that this is normal. I can do it to you. To discipline someone, you can do it to anyone. Or to show your authority, you can do it to someone. So there are telltale signs in the society or in the family which I think we need to pick up. I think the risk is breaking down of families. Okay, let me be very honest. If women or children start coming openly about abuse or violence in the family or sexual abuse of children or women or something, the risk is that the family structure may get hurt. Okay, but the advantage is that soon the males will learn a lesson that this cannot be done. It will come back to normal very soon. No, discipline ho jale. They know that this can happen, so they will learn. The males or whoever is doing it will learn a lesson very soon, and they will do that course correction. Without that, also it is possible. Without violence, also it's possible. Another instance is we had a meeting last year. I think was it in December or November when we had a meeting about those funds and all in the PHQ. I don't know whether I mentioned it that day or not. We had 8 NPS probationers last year. DYSP probationers last year. So I keep meeting the NPS and the IPS probationers once in 2 months or something, okay, to learn about what is their training, what they have learned, what are the problems they are facing, whether we can do something better for them. So I asked them, I said, tell me something which is interesting, which you think is wrong or which is good in this society in Nagaland. So one of the lady probationers mentioned that in Zuneboto district, a rape case was settled by paying 2,000 rupees. This is 2025. Okay, this is 2025. And this may not be an isolated incident. Let us be honest about it. No, I mentioned Zuneboto because she mentioned Zuneboto, but this may not be an isolated incident. Which law in the country or which customary law or which Village Councils Act or any law in the country gives power to settle a case of rape like this? No law. Not even customary law. Okay, I think that Village Council Act or something where you have powers for the village councils, it clearly says cases like rape and all have to go to the police and the magistrates. Anyone who is doing it, please, I'm being harsh on the customary law, but the law itself says this. Rules for Administration of Justice also says that these have to be reported to the police. So, my polite message to everybody or anyone who is trying to do this is, if you are doing it, you are also guilty of that same offense by either by being a conspirator or by destruction of evidence. Okay, you are settling it where you don't have a power. You are exceeding your power. If it is within your power, please do it. I have no issues. Customary law can settle a lot of small petty disputes and all fine. I have no issues. But what do you do in such cases? And this may not be an isolated incident, as I said. This must be happening many places in the state. But I understand everybody doesn't want to report. There could be a stigma attached to it. There may be so many reasons. But you cannot have a situation like this. Otherwise, what will start happening is a male will rape a female and after that, love marriage korbo, nawale shadi korbo. Do you think females will tolerate this or should tolerate this? I don't think females should tolerate this. Someone who is an aggressor is not a lover. Let's be honest about it. Someone who is an aggressor or an oppressor to you is not a lover. He just wants control. So this is something which increasingly, I think I may not be able to do it as a non-Naga. I have said this on this forum, but I may not be able to do it. But it is for all of you to go back to your society, your people, your own clans, villages, tribes, family and say, "Ininga thakile to police te javide." Don't sort it out on your own. Don't sort it out on your own. It doesn't help. Okay. And the flip side of this, another flip side, one is the legal part that you can't do it. The flip side, another flip side of this is a person who has done it once. Imagine in a worst case scenario, he has done it once. You go to the village council or someone and customary law para thik ase taki amakhan laga bosti para ostracize kore diyo, banished from the village. He goes somewhere else and does it. What do? Na? दूसरा जगह जाएगा ना इतु करे तो किन्हीं का करे ना. And since you have not even reported to the police doesn't even know that this fellow has committed a crime in one place and he is likely to commit the same crime somewhere else. Whereas if you have reported to the police, it can easily be checked if the police officers want that itu manu to talaga antecedents okay. Older times, in older societies, I am not even using the word primitive societies. In older societies, there was less interaction between people with other villages, other communities. People were not traveling. So you could easily solve crimes within a smaller area. Okay, you could keep control of your community or your village or things. Now you cannot. So since you cannot, now you need to evolve to a newer system. And the newer system is the modern form of administration and governance which is in place, which I think increasingly people should do. Okay, we should, whether it is males or females, my message to everybody is please start trusting the modern system of governance. Nagaland police sanction strength is 25,000 তাই খান কি অলপ কাম দিবি না ত্রিপুরা তো লোক বলে না দিবি না okay 25,000 people need to have enough work to do. It is a system. They are there for this. They are not being given jobs for just taking salary back home. এখন কি কাম দিবি কাম করবো না করলেও ফেলাবো দুসরা মানুষ লোবো কাম করা মানুষ লোবো okay last thing is my request to both my friends here is the government of India has a lot of funds under various schemes. They have a lot of funds under various schemes. We ourselves don't know what to do. আমি লাগা খেতি আছে আমি হি করব আমি করিলে তো একটা তিন্না হি চাवल লাগা পাবো दूसरा मनु खान के भी मिलाई दिले ना 10টা তিন্না भी পাবো পারে দে practical crude example is this. All departments which are engaged anywhere in dealing with crimes against women, gender violence, gender-based violence, human trafficking, gender abuse, or things that we are discussing here today. If you have a government scheme with any government of India department, Paki Khan ke bhi ek baar consult korle bishi bhalo. You are doing it only from your perspective. ना वन स्टॉप सेंटर बनावो तीनटा मनु बिठावो कंप्यूटर दिवो चा पिलावो चा लगा रखे भाई तो लिखो तो पुलिस लगा रोल भी लो भी ना दे पुलिस लगा पेट्रोलिंग लगा रोल भी लो पारे you can integrate it with the ERSS 112 scheme also. So many things we can do. Why don't we can think of having say CCTV लगावो कैमरा लगावो कहन के तो की तो पेपर स्प्रे भी दिवो पारे. So many other things. But what we do is, हमें लगा women and child development लगा program ऐसे अम्मा खान ही project बनाएगा ना पठाओ दूसरा के तो consult भी ना करो कोआ भी ना करो इतु निश्ना scheme ऐसे हो सकता है ना. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying generally and it's not just we are discussing this part of it today. That's why I'm saying this. All other departments ना I'll give you an example. Okay हमें लगा को दे दूसरा लगाना को नागालैंड पुलिस लगा को हो सीधा को there is no department and no VIP in the state whom we don't help virtually. Okay, Nagaland police, there is no VIP and no department in the state or the central government which is based in Nagaland which Nagaland police doesn't help, whether it is by way of providing bodyguards or static guards, house guard, bank khan ke bhi remittances laga manu lagaye सब anyone is in any type of distress police ke aaye we try to help. What does police get in return? होसा को ये तो last year हम खान ये तो pension लगा के बाद कोई शे तो टाइम ते honorable CM was invited to Pesama for the function. तो बिया वाला रोड पर लो जाए तो तय रोड तो बेसी बिहा से हमें सर ठीक कर दिबी ना ये तो पर अलग पैसा पाए से ठीक करे बोले पैसा मा लगा. But the point is, should Nagaland police not be helped by other departments? Whether it is mission Jal Shakti, हम खान मनु भी पानी खाए तो ना. Don't you think police people also require water? लगे तो होसाना नहीं. Amokhan laga police schools ase. We have 16-17 regimental schools. They are affiliated to the Nagaland School Board. Ek taka bhi kun para bhi na pae. Last year CM ke kotha korishe request korishe. I think 75,000 rupees per school dishe. That's only one time dishe the. How we are running our own schools is by contributing 20 rupees from each constable to any officer. I'm just giving you an example, na. I not a part of Nagaland government? I am. Similarly, are you not a part of Nagaland police? You are. As much as Nagaland police is a part of you. So when we are making any programs or schemes or anything, why don't we consult? Do you have any requirements? Your project which you are miserly and greedily projecting that say 2 crore, 3 crore, 5 crore will go up to 50, 60 crores. And there is no dearth of money in government of India. We have to justify. Again, I don't think both of you were there last year when we held this meeting, November. I have no role to play in this. I called a consultative meeting in PHQ on how to make lives better for women and children in Nagaland. I have no role to do na. It is the primary role हमें लगाना हो तो. But I see that there is an opportunity. I think that there is a role for me to play. It is not my primary responsibility. But I think all of us need to think like this. You have a program, you have a scheme. Please consult us. अपनी खानी पठावी ना. अमा खान लगा component भी अपनी खान के चिट्ठी पर दे दिबो. इतु अपनी खानी project पे हाली करना पठाई दिबिन. All other departments also. जल शक्ति लगावी इन्हें से, road लगावी इन्हें से, education लगावी इन्हें से. Every department is the same. But since we are here, my request is, I know that Women and Child Development Department in Government of India have lots of money. Okay. I spoke to them. They had almost 9-10 project proposals from Nagaland government. 2 crore, 1 crore, 10 crore, 20 crore. Can we not combine all of this into one and say 100 crore lagaita didi with different components? Everyone will benefit. Every organ which is involved in safety for women and children and say to prevent gender-based violence and all of us will benefit. I'm not saying this that हमें लगे ना लगे ना दिले भी हो वो अमखान मनुखान तो without forensic capabilities भी करे थाके से investigation और करे थाके वो इन्हें चलाए थाके वो ओए होशा से ना पहले भी नहीं चले थाके वो होले भी if we get something it will only make things better for all of us. हाँ ये तो हेल्पलाइन को भी 18119301112 को गिनती करो बोले मुश्किल आसे क्यों मान आसे 15 ता आसे थे हेल्पलाइन भी overall. Now Government of India has said all of them should be integrated into that emergency response system of police 112. एतिया जूजी आसे आमखान लगा छाती बोले मन नहीं होशा को आसे थे. Now everybody is struggling that हम लोग हमारा वाला चलाएगा. I said यार what is the problem? आप अपना वाला चलाओ but keep it in one building, one place. All of us should run it together. If I have a problem about women safety, we are all sitting in the room. Oi, itu problem आसे अपने खान लगा चैनल पर कोई दिवी ना. Rather than हमें लगा एक है वो तो पीछे थे फोन उठाओ डायरेक्टर के फोन करो तो ऐसे एक मानू पठावी then he will start calling his people down. If we coordinate better, we will achieve better results. That's what I'm saying. So, thank you. I have sort of poured my heart out, but it is without any ill will towards anyone. It's just so that everybody in this room who's going to be here for two days for the day and maybe later on if you keep meeting, everybody will think that there are issues that we need to coordinate with each other, bring up with each other, sort out things and make life safer for all the women and children of Nagaland. Thank you very much.